Guys, deluded. Now, I've said Lucas Torreira, I've said Zakaria, I've said Ndombele, I've said Nzonzi, and a whole host of other midfielders that I like and would love to be in the middle of the heart of Arsenal's midfield next season. Whether it happens or not is a different story. Now, I must admit, and a lot of you told me I'm very pessimistic on transfers and things like that, and I am. Like with Aubameyang, I didn't think we'd sign Aubameyang. I wanted it, and I'm over the moon clearly with the vids. But for me, seeing is believing with Arsenal because we're so slow with contracts and negotiations. Everything takes weeks with us, and it just you people that are Arsenal fans and seen have seen what we're running it. So I like to, rather than get my feelings hurt and put on the line, I just like to see seeing is believing in it. So apologies if man come across negative in that in regards to signing players. But one player who probably will not sign for us, and I wouldn't leave Bayern Munich to sign for Arsenal, um, is Roddy. I believe he's very underrated. Not that I'm saying he's world class or nothing, but he's a case of name brand and whatnot. He's versatile. He can play a number of midfield options as well as out of midfield. But players like this, when they ain't got a gas name, like if I say we're signing Nzonzi, people will be excited. If I say we're signing Roddy, only those that actually watch him will be excited about him. I think he's going to the World Cup, I believe. He's 28, turning 29 next year. He's a decent midfielder. He's competent. He's consistent. He's able to win the ball back. His positioning is very good. Obviously, when you play for a team like Bayern Munich, game time is going to be hard. Towards the end of the season, he featured on playing 90 minutes on a regular basis. But if you're, and I do believe Bayern Munich have an appreciation for his ability and consider him an important player of the squad. But you've got Talisio, you've got Thiago, and you've got and some of them might be sold, but you've got the numerous ones. Kimmich is a 6 centre mid. He can't even get a game in midfield. Too tough. You've seen it. You've seen it in it. And if more midfielders come into the club, I don't know in it. There's so much depth. There's only so much people that can get games. So he's very much a squad player, bench player, rotation, and all of these sort of things. His versatility is key, man. Talisio, they got Talisio as well. He's someone I would love to go for, man. I would love to go for him. I'd honestly be ecstatic if Arsenal signed him because I do believe he is very underrated. 24 German caps, I believe. He's underrated. You're always going to be. You come from Hoffenheim. You're not playing for a gas club. You're playing for Bayern Munich. You're not as gassed technically as their players. So it's always going to be tough. But I do believe he's a good signing. And if there's a small whiff that we can convince this guy to leave a team like Bayern Munich for Arsenal and playing Champions League football and winning titles to come and deal with Arsenal Fan TV and my channel and all of us ranting on these things, I don't know in it, but yeah, man, I think he's underrated, man, and I think I would love to go for him. I don't even know if he's gonna feature too tough for Germany at the World Cup, but there's no like he clearly is a decent player. That's why he's yachting low, and Bayern Munich recognise that. And if there's a whiff of him even considering leaving or wanting to leave, he's someone we've got to make inquiries for, man, because he's slept on, man. He made 35 appearances last year, 25 in the league. Granted, that sounds a bit hypocritical. DG coming here and saying he's not playing much and he's featured 35 times, 25 of those in the league, 5 times in the Champions League. So he's done his thing. So yeah, man, we won't get him, but he's someone I'll be looking at, or even not even just him. That's the sort of profile I would like to see at the club, because I'm so sure, I don't know how much they signed him for, but guys like Roddy, you must be able to find these sort of players if scouts do their job. Someone that is competent, consistent, not necessarily got a high profile as a footballer. Someone that just does his job. Someone that's versatile and adaptable. These are all of the things I call for in videos. Like, I don't really care for star names, and this is an example of, obviously, if football was in an ideal world, I'd probably bid 15 or just over 15 for him. But we live in a world of inflated nonsense now. But this is where I go when I say that scouts need to do their job and find these players. Because when he was at Hoffenheim, we could have moved for this. I don't think he would have picked us over Bayern Munich. Of course not. But yeah, man, like, between him and Nzonzi, the names well, we're not linked with Roddy. I'm linking us with Roddy, but I've seen Nzonzi linked with us. I think he's 29, so they're more or less, pardon me, the same age. So I'd love to see both, but I'd love to see one come in, man. Hopefully that's the case. But if you're honest, we know we ain't signing that in. So yeah, man, seeing's believing. Guys, deluded, thank you for having me. It means a lot that you lot continuously watch me, whether you watch me religiously or sporadically, or whatever. If you're here for the first time, thank you very much, man. I'm out.